shot right here. We on North Continental Avenue. I walking down the motherfucking chimney like a motherfucker. Hey! Yeah. Hell yeah, as a fucking kite. Exercising, eating right, and working my ass out. Chunky my ass walk down the street. Yeah, auntie. I'm working my ass off. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, like I said, bro, I did not like the way at Monet's funeral. I didn't like the way how her mother said something that she pushed Monet out of her vagina. I didn't like that shit. You don't say that shit at her funeral. I did not like that. You could say that she's a warrior and shit like that, but don't say all that information because people don't need to know where Monet came from. Yeah. That was disrespectful, bro. Like, real talk. You don't talk about other people when they lying dead. You know? I didn't like that shit, and I'm gonna have a one-on-one conversation with Jalita about it. I didn't like that shit. That's insulting when you gonna talk about somebody that dead. Don't do that shit. That pissed me off. Cause you gonna do that shit and then talk about other people like you don't say that shit. You're gonna like, if you wanna talk about a person and be a warrior and shit like that, okay, fine. But don't be a dumbass and talk about, oh, she came out of her vagina. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. I did not like that shit. That pissed me off. You gonna sit there and talk mad shit and you think that it's okay for a person that's grieving and shit. I told Josh I didn't like that shit. You don't talk about, oh, I'm on that came from my coot, that about your coochie. What the fuck you talk like? What the fuck you bringing up that shit? You gotta say something nice about the kid. Don't bring that shit up. And Jalita help you deliver the baby. Don't do that. No, I don't like that shit. Don't do that. Here we go. Here we go, baby. We here, baby. Here we go. Yeah, I don't like that shit. Don't say that shit. Don't ever say that shit. You need to cut that shit out. I told her at the beginning of the viewing, I said, we here for Monet. Don't say that shit. I said to Jalita, I pull her aside. I said I didn't like what you said. Be respectful of Jalita. Don't do that shit. You know? I didn't like the fucking way how she acted. Your daughter dead and you gonna say that shit about your daughter that she pushed you out? No, don't say that. You could say something nice and more professional. Don't be saying that shit, you know? I think that's fucking wrong. I said it to her at the viewing. Don't say that shit. We all here from Monet. Don't say that shit. That's pissed me off. Because I wouldn't tell you, oh, I came from my mother's coochie. No, don't do that shit. You're ignorant and rude. Don't do that shit. I said we all here for Monet, and that's it. Don't do that shit. That pissed me off. You don't act like that and expect for people to pay your respect to your child, and you want to fucking say that shit. No, don't do that shit. That's disrespectful. Say something nice about the kid. Don't be rude. I told Auntie Ma I didn't like that shit. Don't be rude. That's the reason why I didn't want to come to the funeral in the fucking first place. Because that shit pissed me off. Tell Michelle, what do we, when we passed away, did we say something? Did a person say, oh, Mommy married a gay but God to get her kids up here? Would somebody go say that? No. Why would you be a dumbass to say that shit about your daughter? Don't do that. I pulled her aside the view and I said, don't say that shit. We all here from on that. Don't say that. You're rude. I will not do that shit and expect for people to pay my respects. And Jalea should have took the mic away from her. Jalea should have took that fucking mic away from her and give it to somebody else. She had no right saying that about her child. And they should not put that in the bulletin that she came out of her mom's vagina. Don't like that pissed me off, bro. Like, And I said her father sat there and didn't say anything. Hold on. All right, I run there. Her father sat there and didn't say nothing to her mother. He should got up and say something. That's fucking disrespectful to your daughter. You have a right to fight and say, don't say that about your child. You fucking disrespectful. Don't do that shit to expect for people to pay your daughter some respect, and you're gonna fucking say, oh, the child came out your coochie. Don't do that shit. Disgusting. Like, don't do that shit. I told Karen I didn't want to come to the damn fucking funeral because I know the mother's gonna get up and say some shit about that. That's fucking disrespectful to the leader. Don't fuck doing that. She should not say something. She should have sat there and listened. Don't be a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Like, show this respect. That's disrespectful what you just did. And me and Julie are gonna have a conversation about that because that's fucked up. You will not disrespect your child, your sister that you just buried, you feel what I'm saying? And your mother go up in the stage and say something that Monet came on her coochie. Don't do that shit. That's rude. Say something like she's a warrior or something like that. But don't say she come out here, but that's disgusting. People don't need to hear where your child come out from. You can say, okay, if she's a warrior, fine, you can say that. She's a warrior and she's a sweet woman. Don't say that whole shit. My mother listened to it. She said she didn't like that shit. And me and Julie are gonna have a conversation about it, because that shit really pissed me off. You don't do that shit. Very disrespectful to your sister that you just buried. That's very disrespectful. Real talk. And I told that to Shawty. That's very rude. So we out here, about to go to the A train right here, and we gonna roll it. I'll see you when I get on the train. All right? We talking it. All right, so let's go. We got 76 already. I tell you, baby. So that's it. Yeah, we're gonna go down here. And then cut right. We're gonna cut right here. So 76 and North Continental. We're gonna walk straight, and then the A train is that way. I'm Grant, so we good. So we got about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.